Oh my. So I'm a little discombobulated to get started here because I've been driving for the last 3 days to Florida to do some work. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of things to discuss and maybe get into a story depending on how long we go. Oh, I'm so mad right now. It's a good thing this is a family friendly stream. That'll keep me in check just enough. So I've been driving for the last 3 days, and we'll talk about all of that in a moment. I got another phone call. Of course I planned. I tried to plan my phone calls. So, I've spent the last 3 days in a vehicle driving to Florida, as some of you may know. Some of you may not know. Just got a phone call before I hit go live, and I get a phone call. I'm not going to be working in Florida. Now I've got to turn around and drive to Louisiana. So then my wife, of course, called. She was doing a bunch of things today. We needed to get a few things sorted out before everything. It doesn't matter. We had to take that phone call. I'm sorry. Yikes. So, there's a lot to talk about. Oh, I'm so mad right now. And this is a family-friendly stream. Last episode, we talked about possibly brown terracotta for building mushrooms. I decided, while I was editing the video, or actually while the video was rendering, that I think I'm gonna go with red terracotta. Maybe? Now that I look at it, maybe not. Oh, goodness, my whole thing. Let's see. Let's see what looks better. All right, this is the interactive part of the stream. Which looks better next to this? This or this? That is terrible. So I don't want to go with the mushroom blocks. I want to save the mushrooms for the portal, and then I was thinking that the warp blocks would look better in the nether, because the nether hub portal is the crimson stem blocks and the warp blocks, right? So I think you like the right better. Yeah, of course. Hobozim, where is my... Ah. Ooh. Huh? Ooh. I had my sound turned way down? Do I have? Yeah, can you guys should be able to hear that a little bit. Hold on. Audio output. It's probably low? It's fine. So, I think this is the better combination, which means that I need to actually, let's go ahead and do that, and then let's go ahead and I've got 2.5 or 3.5 stacks. Oh god, my brain is fried, and no sand. I have a lot of sand. That's right. What do I want? I think I want to try to get about a shulker box. And what is it? Is it a half a stack of sand and a half a stack of gravel for one stack? Is that correct? Because we can do math? Maybe. Here we go. Yes, it is? Okay, perfect. So I need a half a stack. So let's do some math. There's definitely enough sand here. I think... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I think what we want to do... Let's go ahead and take that out. That can go in there. And we'll put that there. Let's see. Gravel, we're going to want to do the same thing. So we're going to want to go collect some gravel. I want a half a... No. Yes. Okay, that makes sense now. I want this much sand. I want the same amount of gravel so that we can make a shulker box worth of concrete. And then I want a shulker box worth of brown terracotta. That is what we are going to do today. I've already got a little bit of the red concrete, but we will leave this in our concrete stuff. And then we'll have to turn it all into concrete powder and all that stuff. Actually, you need to put away. Nope, I did. Okay, Red, hello. Everybody, hello. Scrub Lord, Jade, Quinoa, I seen you in there. Oz, Julia May, Wire Guy, Juliana. I saw all the people. We don't want you. We will take you and you. So, with this, I need that many stacks of brown terracotta. I think I have a bunch of terracotta. How much is in here? Maybe we don't have to collect as much as I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks and a bit. I can actually turn what was it, 52? I could turn that into what I need. If I get rid of that and we take all of this and we head downstairs and see what I've got for brown dye. Oh my goodness, what the heck? There we go. Alright, so it has been a whirlwind of chaos and it has not stopped. I've just spent the better part of roughly 30 hours, 30-ish hours inside of a vehicle driving. I have 9 stacks. That should be enough to get me going for a while. Where, oh where? Alright, everything is turning into a mess. It's fine. It's fine. So, do I need... I think I do. Can I even do this with the concrete? Oh, this is concrete. It's gonna be like that tonight. I should have never hit the go live button. Alright. Why is this in there though? That was a mistake on my end for the concrete being in the wrong chest thing. Yeah, so last week, or for the last 6 weeks, I've been doing a job up in Brush, and it's been one of those jobs that's both good and bad. It's good because, oh, I see what I did. Please give that back, thank you. So I'm gonna need a stack and 16. Let's see. Let's throw this back up here. Let's get what we actually need, which is gonna be 4 total stacks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I need 16, which is fine. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind of stuff. We were doing 4 10s. Everything was going good. We had a guy that was working in... Can I do this now? No, I do need the dye. We had a guy working with us. He had to go back to South Carolina because he had already been at a previous project and had all like the safety training and all the things that you need. So Yeah, how did it work out? We originally had 2 people start the job. It was me and another guy. And what our plan was to inevitably bring up a total of 4 guys on this project. I should be able to then... Aha! That's what I did. Yeah, we were going to bring all the people up, do the thing that we normally do. And it's been a crazy shell game of people, right? We had a guy come up. He worked out for us for a couple of weeks, and then he decided that he was going to move on to bigger and better things, which is perfectly fine. That tends to happen in our line of work. Then another guy came up with us. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Yeah, we've got to do that, or we're just wasting die. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take that, because I can throw that in there for now. Yep. So then we were down to 3 guys. Like I said, my one buddy had the safety training from this other job, so he had to go back to that job. So we went from having 2 people to 4 people to 2 people really quickly. We had actually picked up quite a bit of work in the grand scheme of things. So we brought another individual up to take over that side of the projects. And then we got a phone call that my buddy that had went to Carolina was going to be stuck there for the foreseeable future and wasn't going to be able to take care of the jobs that he was supposed to go to in both Florida and in Louisiana. Enter me. They asked me to take a drive to Florida, which is no problem. Take a drive to Louisiana potentially afterwards. I also said that was fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I don't care. That's fine. There we go. Look at that. We don't even have to collect brown terracotta. We got it. We win. We win all the things. We are going to have to go collect some sand, or I'm sorry, gravel, and is that it? I think that's it. That shouldn't be too bad. So here I am, made the 3-day trip to Florida, get the phone call, gotta go to Louisiana starting tomorrow-ish. Yeah. Yep, after I got all settled in, I booked a room for 7 days because I didn't quite know how long I was gonna be here. I went and did the grocery shopping, all the normal things that you do. Sand is good, that is good. Gravel's what we need. We are going to need 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and a half stacks. I have 4. 3 and a bit. So let's pull this out so I know. If I pull all of this stuff out of my inventory, or rather my hotbar, then I will know that I need that much. And then this much? Yeah, the last stack will start showing up here. So let's grab a shovel and let's head on out. I believe I'm ready. I'm ready. Where do we go? Where should we go to get a bunch of gravel? I think there's an ocean not too far from where we're at. I guess we can go down there. I honestly don't know if they have the gravel that I need. But we're going to go collect it, right? That's what streams are for, is like some grindy bits. We can talk and tell stories. It was a chaotic week because I didn't know I was going to Florida. I was asked last minute on Thursday if I would go. Beginning driving on Saturday. Which that in turn pretty much... You know what? I don't want to do too much in this area. We'll just fly off in this direction for a little while. And I guess we'll go underwater. It's fine. The texture pack is so good. I never want to change it. Anyway, all that stuff came about. Called my wife, let her know what was going on, see if she was okay with it, which she was. All that they really did was they made my Friday extremely busy. Yeah, here's DB's Guardian base. Maybe we don't want to come this way. Maybe we want to go destroy our own ocean, right? Let's go back. Let's go back to... Let's go check out the Nether Hub. We'll start there, see if anybody's selling it. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, there was a ton of things to get done Friday before I made the journey here. Which, it's pretty crazy because where here is where I actually took my wife on our honeymoon. It's where we took the kids a year later, which is pretty neat. I thought so anyway. Let's see, Justice Portal is, yeah, right here. I'm only about 12 miles, about 20 minutes away from where we actually stayed, so that's pretty neat. I know the area, which is really good. Hello, magma cubes. Which makes things nice, I guess. But now we're going to leave, and we're going to go to Louisiana. Last time I went to Louisiana, it was terrible. Let's see, we want to go over here. Yep. We made it. We know where we're going, kind of. Mostly. Hi. Look at you. Where did this move to? Did this move up? I thought it was still down here. I guess I'm wrong. That's okay. Huh. Yeah, my wife had a list of things that she wanted me to get done, and the plan was to finish them through the course of the weekend, which really wasn't going to be a big issue. I had plenty of time to do it. What did this sign say? Mining Desert, Slack and Groova. Tiz moved it like 2 weeks ago. That scoundrel. Huh. Tiz got me good. Aha. So Jess doesn't sell it. I knew she didn't. Lee sells redstone and lighting. Yep. This is his color coordination. I have nothing of value. Yours for only 5 diamonds. Beacons. He does the beacon thing. That's it. Pumpkin. God, he sells a lot of stuff, but not what we're looking for. There's a lever behind KS Hill portal to get you the new directory location. Thank you. I found it. Yeah, DB. Slime blocks. So he has wood. Groove is selling the normal stuff. Does Jade have gravel? Well, we may just have to go mine our own. It's fine. Yeah, we found it. We found it. I know my way around. How much do you have? Someone had gravel for sale at Humble Hills. Ooh. Let's go. If I don't have to mine it, they're just going to save me a trip. Yeah, I had to squeeze 3 days of work and 2 days of work, and not to mention my niece. She married a military man. He got deployed. Every time I say that story, I want to say that he got deported because my brain is funny. and that's not the right word. Deported and deployed are two very different things. So I chuckle every time I say it, but this time I said it correctly, which is awesome. Look at that. Not soft dirt. 3 diamonds a stack? Or no, 3 stacks of diamond. We can do that. Half a double chest, I think. It's fine. It's fine. We'll go right here. It's fine. Because technically I have enough. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's free? Alright, fine. Where be it? Please give me some diamonds. I'm poor, bruh. That must be a Tiz thing? My contribution. Big dig. Okay. I know where that is. I know my way around the server pretty decent. Yeah, anyway. Right under the shulker monster. Okay. Let's find that. Hello. This is a shulker thing. Is this the location? That's a shulker. Stone. Can't open that one. Creeper. I forgot I'm not on the island anymore. Sniping creepers. Anyway, jeez. Come on, leave me alone. I don't want to blow up Jade's stuff. Hey, did somebody let you borrow some sponges? One of the chests? Okay. Hey, I know a guy that has more if you need it. Maybe you're the one that bought them. Stone. Not stone. Not stone. Other stone. Yeah, all cobble. Ooh. You sure you don't want anything for it? Because I need, like, that minis. Actually, I think I grabbed too much. You can has it back. Thank you. We're gonna go make concrete now. Take it all. I don't want it all. What in the what is going on here? I don't, you know, it's fine. We're gonna go do what we had planned to do. If I keep getting sidetracked every time, nothing would ever get done. I missed it. It's this way. Yeah, we're gonna use this old farm. Sure, that goes there now. Anyway, there's a weird thing going on with my niece and her job. She got paid maternity leave, provided she came back to work for X amount of days. Husband got deployed. Turns into a whole thing. And there's a lull between when... I don't have enough red dye. I'm going to have to go get red dye. Yeah, there's a lull between when she was going to have to move out of her apartment versus when she could no longer work, and the idea is she's going to move back with her folks. I'm out of dye. Let's go borrow some from myself. So she moved in with us, but she needed our help. How do I break into my own thing? Perfect. Yeah, moved in with us to manage that 2.5, 3 weeks, whatever it is going to be. Is that enough? You can get 4 stacks per stack, right? So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. 9 and 4 is 15. 9 and 4 is 13. I think we're good. I think we're good with what we got. Anyway, needed help. She definitely needed help moving all the things, and that's where me and the kiddos came in clutch, if you will. What is going on here? Let's do this. And I had to help her do that, all the while doing all the things for the wife and yada yada yada. It was a very, very busy day, and then she had to go back and clean her apartment, of course. So let's move these two things over here. So she needed somebody to watch the baby. She's got a 5-month-old, which we have absolutely no problem doing. I've shared a couple of pictures in Truly Bedrock, nowhere else really. Cute thing. She's adorable and fun. Definitely reminds me that I'm glad my kids are older. As much fun as she is. The problem with the Gas Blaster is loss. There's no loss with this. This is just a simple maker. And, oh yeah, she loves me. We have a good old time. What broke? Oh. Yeah, that needed to, I guess that block needed to stay away. Anyway, she didn't get home till late. I think my wife and I settled down into bed at somewhere around 11 o'clock Friday night, and I started my wayward journey to Florida the next morning at 5. And so the first day was extremely grueling, and I wanted to stop and take like a nap, but every time I would think about stopping, I would remind myself that, well, if I stop, that's going to add an hour or whatever to my time, and so it's probably not best that I do that, you know? Plus, we had a meeting, a Truly Bedrock meeting, and I sat in that for a while, and that was extremely helpful. Everybody chit-chatting and talking and stuff definitely made the drive a little more bearable. I wanted to stay somewhere in Columbia, Missouri, started calling hotels, and I couldn't find a hotel between Columbia and St. Louis. I did find one room that somebody had. They wanted $399 a night. Definitely wasn't going to pay those prices. So we made it all the way to O'Fallon, Illinois, which is about 13 hours away on 4 hours of sleep roughly. And then we did a decent drive yesterday coming into Georgia when you end up swinging back around to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then drop into Georgia. And then I hit Atlanta at the perfect time that there was a bunch of traffic. So, yeah. Another 12-hour job. That is a robbery, is it not? That is ridiculous. Oh. Did I grab that piece so it doesn't? Yes. Let's go back up to the top of the base. Yeah, I thought about stopping in a parking lot. The company is providing all of the things that are needed, but, you know, you got to stay within reason. So I did. Then we ended up making it, I don't know, a couple hours away from the Florida-Georgia border. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Little haste to help us on our way. And then today, you know, the idea behind today was to get everything situated where I needed to go exactly, address for places and things, figure that all out, get the hotel booked, all that stuff, and finish my drive, which I did. Just to be told I gotta turn around. It's fine. I'm not losing my mind, you're losing your mind. Also, speaking of losing one's mind, if you notice in the bottom left-hand thing, there are redemption points. I did do that today. We've been productive. So that's 2 stacks at a time. This is gonna take a while. It's fine though. No, give it. I didn't hear it though. I didn't hear it. What the? Let's see. Nope, I didn't hear that one either. Ooh, I know what I need. I need another thing, don't I? Audio. Credits. Sponsor. Do I need an... Is that an audio thing that I need? Color block. Media file, no. Audio output. I guess. Add a new source. Desktop audio. Chat box, alert box. Now we've got double the things going on. No, nope, that's not it. That's not it either. How do I do it? What did I do wrong, man? Can I... Audio monitoring device. Disable Windows. Sample rate desktop audio. Mic audio. Cancel? And let's just remove that. Oof. I heard that. Input? Built-in microphones? No. Desktop audio? No. Supports? Shouldn't it just be a thing? Like I did that. Spin wheel sponsor media share? No, we don't want to do that. Is it that? I really don't know. Minimum amount to share. That's not what I want at all. That is definitely not it. Hold on. Can I please? Thank you. Why? I don't know. I did the... I guess I didn't test it? I don't know. That was issue resolved. Tiny stream. Let's see what this says. I mean, that doesn't help me at all. Requests. Oh my goodness, what did I click? That still didn't do it. Oh, did I do... Hold on. Create a new browser web page. Da 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 da. Copy. Aha. Stream alert box media file dynamic image window capture audio. We'll figure this out, I swear. General. Tell me if I'm dying. Browser source. Add source. Add source. URL. Let's type that in. Paste. Sure. Close. I still didn't hear it. Install the... Oh, jeez. Louise. Okay. That's what I did. Your all-in-one tool. It's installed. It's right there. I guess the extension component when you can manage permissions done. Not yet, but there were some Enderman particles. Maybe that is the chest. Just let me know. I'll be dead by the time you guys... Jesus! Sure, we did it. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Was it loud? Was it loud? Properties, where's the properties? Body background, browser, refresh. Yeah, there it is, man, there it is. We got it. Jeez. That's so loud. Let's make this thing a little bit smaller. And we'll move it. Good, I want you all to be awake. Let's try. I only added a couple. I want definitely this one's gonna be loud. Oh god. That was really loud in my ears. I don't know. That wasn't that loud? You guys just messing with me? Like, Yeah, I need to... Where is it? Is that in desktop audio? Let's try it again. Warning. Incoming sound. Okay, let's try that. Let's try it again. I definitely... Let's see. happens in there too. So the desktop audio, it plays on both. Audio output capture. Why do I have... So if I... Settings to you, properties, device, mic, browser source. Let's turn that down. And then let's go into this one. And it's down there. Okay. That was still loud. Why 4? Stream track. It's definitely loud? Okay. Let's try that. Alright, we won't do that loud. I guess we'll just do the creeper. That's still pretty loud. What did I do here? Because it's in there. Audio output capture properties. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it off. So it doesn't... Why? Why? Refresh browser, refresh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It shouldn't be... Is that part of my... Let's try this. I'm sorry, guys. We're testing things. This became a test stream. That's definitely not it either. How many times are we going to scream? Audio... That's me. Audio output. Hello. That still works. Chat box, alert box. Is that it? Is it the alert box? Is that what needs to go down? Let's shut it off. We're gonna continue to test. I'll get this right one of these days. I have no idea what I'm doing. Didn't hear it at all? Okay. We figured it out. We'll turn that back up. And we'll turn the desktop audio back up. We'll turn that back on. It's fine. Let's take this down to that. And then properties, and then we will go to the alert box. We'll figure it out. How about now? How was that? Where's my phone? I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. No, I muted so I was watching so I could hear what you guys were hearing. It's on a different extension, but where? I thought it was all right here. What if I do like that? Yeah, I'm not using OBS Studio either. How's this? I guess it's not loud because I have my stuff turned down. Didn't really change it, did it? Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. That is what I want. Where? Ah. So if I do all of these at... Aha, I see what you're saying now. Hold on. If we do all of that like that, save. Okay. And then we come down to that, and then we just turn the... Delete that, close. Let's try this. You guys let me know. We're gonna do the loud one. Was that any better? Well, I think... Hold on. Ah! Don't do that. It was definitely quieter that time. Yes? Maybe? I figured it out. I've got them at 50%. The server restarted. About half of what it was. That's perfect. That's better, right? I didn't... We figured it out. Oh, unable to connect. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock at home time, which means the server just restarted. That's why we got booted out. Time zones, man. So anyway, as we try to connect to the server, it's been a wild couple of days. Like the last 4 days. Oh, my goodness. I should just end now because everything is a struggle. But we did get some redemptions. I think we got some sound ones. We got some things. I definitely need ideas. There we go, for more. They were actually really, really easy to do. I'm just not... Oh, sometimes, you know, sometimes my brain don't work. But no, we're gonna see all the things. Eric Bannister rating with the party of 11. Hello, Eric. I caught a bit of your stream. Oh, I should have waited to hit the go live button. This has been nothing but chaos and destruction. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. So tomorrow, who knows where I'll be. I know when my wife and I did this drive back home, we got to Decatur, Texas. That was 19 hours. I can't remember how long it took me to get to Shreveport, but it is a distance. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in 2 days. I'm essentially going to sit in a vehicle for 5 days worth of driving. Is what it's going to turn out to be. I am not a happy camper. Yeah, no problem. I love helping out, especially with Redstone. I should have just sat here and fiddled with the alerts a lot more, but it's a good thing we streamed. We got it figured out. Now I know how to change the sounds and blah, 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 all the things. I should have... Oh, I tell you what, I have been a, oh, goodness, give me a break. I have been, yeah, sore. Sore is a good word. I spent the first day was 13 hours, over 13 hours. The second day was right around 12, and today was only a little bit. Where was I? Maybe 5.5, 6 hours total. So we'll see what happens. I'm already tired of it, man. We had a pretty good little gig up at Brush, a couple of hours away from the house, about 2.5 hours. Got a 3-day weekend. Got to see the wife. Got to see the kids. Got to do all the honeydews unopposed, and didn't have to rush to get them done. But it's no big deal. That goes over there, filed. Because we will continue our typical grind. It's that time of year where I'm just going to be here, there, and everywhere for a little while. Brush was a good and bad job. It was good because of the 410s and getting to be home every weekend, but it was bad because it was so dang close to the house. It did get annoying. Doing a video, trying to get a video done, and then have my weekend for doing the things around the house. Packing up the computer twice a week was getting to be a pain. Eating hotel breakfast was getting annoying, because that's a thing. Where I stayed at in Missouri, that was my original thought was, well, I'll get up, I'll catch the breakfast, and then I'll head on out. I've had about all I can have of hotel breakfast at this point, so we'll see what happens with the coming days. I know that job back at the house has still got some time left on it until Thanksgiving. Yep, it's gonna go until about Thanksgiving. So there's still potential that I might end up back there, which is fine. But at this point, they are working some overtime to the point where we wouldn't actually come home. But it still would be nice to be kind of close to the house. I don't mind being away. And I did manage to get almost all the honeydews done at the house, including getting the niece all moved into her storage facility. All her stuff's going to sit in storage until her husband gets back from wherever he's at, and then they're going to figure things out from there. Pretty smart idea, I think, on her part, going to move in with her folks. Both for the kid, for her sanity. Being alone when your husband is overseas is definitely a stressful time, so I'm all for it. My wife is absolutely loving having a little baby at the house. We haven't had babies at our house in a very long time. I miss them, but I don't miss them, right? The constant need for everything is something that I definitely miss, but I don't miss. It's one of those double-edged swords. Because if I want to sleep in right now, outside of having a new puppy, which is to the point where he doesn't need to go out as early as he used to now. He's getting older. I don't have to get up with my kids if I don't want to. They can cook, they can do all the things, they can clean. You know, they're completely self-sufficient. It's pretty nice. But still, I do love having the little baby hanging out. We hang out quite a bit when I am home. When she starts crying, I shouldn't say it. It's not an object. When she starts crying, I hand her straight back to her mom. Here you go. Here's mom. So yeah, that's a lot of fun, handing them back to the parents. Oh, look, she needs a diaper change. Here you go, mom. Oh, she froed up. Here you go, mom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not that old, but I'm definitely past the point where I want babies. I've had my fill. My youngest is 13. I'm good. I'm definitely good. You know, if we wanted to pack up right now and move, or whatever the case may be, it really wouldn't be that big of an issue. You know, I've got a couple of kids in the workforce. I've got one a couple years away from graduation, a few not too far behind. I mean, we're getting to the point in our lives where if we want to go take a week vacation to Florida like we have in the past, we can do it. I don't have to worry about things. Let's see. Don't listen to him. He's got babies. Yeah, don't you have a 4-year-old? Youngest turned 10 today. Well, happiest of birthdays to the youngest. The youngest little Jade. The little troll. My oldest is 32 and my youngest is 19. Yeah, I remember saying something in chat saying that your 4-year-old was in the background having a good old time. No, it's definitely missed until I have to deal with the screaming and the bottle feeding and all that stuff, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I don't miss it as much as 11 and a 13. So good age variety. My oldest is 20 and my youngest is 13. 21 and 10. Oof, what a swing. It's all good though, man. The baby, she's a blast. I have a lot of fun with her. Mostly picking on her because she doesn't know anything. She's 5 months old. She likes to play with my beard. And we like to sit and watch YouTube. Yeah. What was I watching? I was watching a guy play a Wind Waker playthrough. I love Zelda games, and I love the Wind Waker. It's one of the ones I had on GameCube back in the day. So we were watching that. She was just absolutely loving it's all the bright and shiny stuff, right? Luckily, a guy I watch on YouTube actually had uploaded 3 live streams in one. So it was a 9-hour live stream of a Majora's Mask randomizer. Majora's Mask is not a game I've played. So it was fun seeing the game. And seeing it from a randomizer perspective was also neat and interesting as well. And it sat in the cup holder. And introduced the little ones to Mythbuster to entertain them to know. And actually, absolutely, it's actually got me curious about playing some Majora's Mask, because I own the game for the Nintendo 64, original hardware and everything. I've just never played it. So that might be something I do on my free time. I know when I finish Legends, as far as I want to get it, which I've made it to Lopunny in the Dex order. Oh man, I missed out on my shiny hunting day, which was yesterday. Anyway, I know that I'm going to play Breath of the Wild, because my daughter just finished that one up. So I'm going to snag that one up and do that one. But I might break out the Majoras for, I don't know, emulation of the 64 is kind of rough with the touch controls, so I think there was a 3DS version, but that's also touch controls, and a 3DS emulator is quite finicky on a phone. I did manage to get Pokemon X working on my phone, but it is rough. Jesse B, join the game. I should say hello. Hello, Jesse B. So I don't know. I could definitely play it on original hardware. It is hard playing the old 64 games, though, on huge flat-screen TVs. I was on a waiting list for a long time for a piece of equipment to upgrade the Nintendo 64 so that it could be played on. HD TV's a lot better, but that never came to fruition. I think when I finally was able to actually get one, I didn't have the funds. So I had to forego my thing, and then I never reapplied my name. There's a couple of things you can buy that are just a plug and play, but they have a tendency to overheat. Maybe the technology has changed in the last how many ever years it's been. I don't know. But it would definitely be something worth getting into, just because it's a game I've never played. Instead of looking around, I just ducked in real life. Maybe I should invest in a a camera so you can see the dumb things that I do. But let's see. This is going to be like this. Like that. Yep, we have one extra. That's fine. That should be all. Yeah, that should be definitely all of the concrete powder with one gravel to spare. What are we going to do with that gravel? We're going to throw it away. I don't want it. This is new. I've got a few things. I've got just a few. I said I wanted ideas for the rewards or whatever, redemptions. What did I call them? The currents, right? Electricity, current, get it? Special. Turbo chip, I don't know. I don't know if it's a turbo chip. You solder it onto the motherboard, and it's like a whole kit. And then it puts a micro or the mini HDMI port into your console instead of the AV cables that were standard. I think I only have one TV in my house that actually has the audio-video cables anymore. Every year for my birthday when I am home, regardless of what's going on, the number one thing I want to do with my kids is I want to turn on Mario Party 2. I want to play some Spooky Island because my birthday falls at the end of October. Towards the end, rather. And that's the thing that we do every year. But I haven't been home the last couple of years, so we haven't got to do it in a while. Hopefully I'll be home this year. It's not looking good. Yeah, I think there's a few more like channel point things that I want to do. I know people have been watching and probably have hundreds of thousands of points saved up. But those are definitely things that I'm going to get into. I was watching the guy that was doing the randomizer. Those are so much fun to watch and so much fun to play. I had to plug in a VHS and then use the 3-plug thing. Yeah, the red, white, and yellow cables, audio-video cables. I used to have a coax to AV cable set up for old TVs. Like, that's how long ago I was playing these things. It just skews the screen so much that it does hurt your eyes to physically look at it. Similar to when I look in the mirror. And you gotta look away. And you can only play for so long. I threw that one in there because you know why. Pokemon. I've actually got a story. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They had the little switches. Some of them had the switches on top, and you could plug in like 4 things, and then you could switch between them. I had my, I had my GameCube and something else, and like a 64 hooked up to one of those, so I could be thing. Dang it. Name, please. Yes. I will add a named item in the spider area. You got to tell me what item and what do you want it named. I'll write it down and will remind me. Because we're going to go for about 40 more minutes or so. Run all your consoles through a My Retros. They're all hooked into a switcher. Nice. One of those play from the computer to an older TV. Yeah, I wonder if the Retron would do okay. Because isn't there a Retron that goes up to Nintendo 64 games? Like the Retron 5 or something like that. Maybe I need to just get one of those. I have a 64 and I have a ton of games that I love to play. Redstone Dust, name Eric Bannister. You got it. I'm writing it down right now. That's there we go. Redstone Dust. Enrique. I actually started putting Enrique. Oh, goodness. No, I've got a story, okay? I've talked about all this week. It's been chaotic. I did get paid for all these days, so that's really good. But I've told some stories on my channel in the past, and I need to grab another soda pop. Wink, wink. And the story that I'm about to tell is not 100% family friendly. I'm not going to cuss or anything like that. It's just... It's a pivotal moment in my childhood in which changed the course of my childhood and brought me to where I am today. All the things that have ever happened in my life, I know a lot of people say it, but I truly would not go back and change any of it. Despite what I've gone through and what I've lived through as far as abuse and stuff like that, and the foster care system and all of those things, yeah, they were rough to deal with at the time, but I've come out the other side better than I could have ever been. I have a few flaws, as everybody does. I am quick to get defensive. I am quick to get angry. Surprise, surprise. Most of you don't see that side of me. But people like my wife and some of my other family members do get to see that side of me, unfortunately. Look at that, I did miss one. And it's something that I constantly work on every day. But where I'm at now in my life, I own my own home. I'm married to an amazing woman. We've been together almost 11 years. We've raised 2 kids to adulthood together. Both of those kids, I came into their life a little late. One was 9 and one was 8, but they're both great kids. The one just got accepted into college for being a mechanic or working on cars. So that's why my wife called me so late. Well, it's not late her time. They're 2 hours behind me. Um, but no, everything has brought me to the point where I'm at today, and I would never, if it was a possibility, go back in time and change things. Where would that bring me, and what would my life look like? It's not something that I would really want to see, because some of the things that I went through, the reason that they were, or how do I want to say this? The reason that my life was altered or changed was because of when I went through these things. Had I gone through them maybe at an older age, there wouldn't have been the detours that happened and changed everything in a better direction. Anyway, going back to what I was saying when I started, this story does involve alcohol use, drug use, and it's like I said, it's not going to be raunchy or anything like that or have any cuss words. Just note that there is going to be some of that, and I'm just forewarning because I do like to keep this family friendly. But this is a real story. This really happened to me when I was a kid. I'm not embellishing. This isn't a fish story where I had a 70,000-inch fish. I fell in a hole. This is truly a crazy, crazy story. I was the victim of a lot of different abuse, physical, mental, and the other kind of abuse, surprisingly, because everybody can actually go through that. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about a very pivotal moment in my life. I've told stories like this in the past. I see a couple viewers left. That's okay. And all the stories I want to tell throughout my playthroughs of different things are real stories that have happened to me, and some of them may get repeated, but this one has never been told. The downward spiral of my childhood started at a very young age. I've told the story. My earliest childhood memories is my stepdad beating me to the point where I couldn't sit for a couple of days. Physically, could not sit. Like, it's a legit thing. And the reason in which I incurred the beating is, as a parent, is completely asinine. And is 100% uncalled for. And I'll tell you, even with all the therapies and the stuff that I've gone through in my life, I don't know if I saw that man in my life now, I don't honestly know what would transpire, what the events going forward would be, because I don't hold ill will and I'm not holding a grudge, but just looking at it from a different set of eyes now as a parent, what incurred was never okay. And the fact that the man only got a slap on the wrist to boot is crazy. But that whole thing didn't just stop with me. It was incurred by my mother. It was incurred by both of my sisters. And the downward spiral was in full effect. When we moved to Colorado, it got progressively worse and better hidden for a while. Eventually, it got to the point where divorce and separation was the only way out. And for a short period of time, life seemed to pick up a bit, right? Let's go ahead and, you know what, we're just going to put all that in there. We moved into an apartment. I really don't remember at a younger age what my mom did for means of income, but everything was good. Now, I do want to give credit where credit is due with my biological mother. She was quite the alcoholic, still is to this day as far as I know. I haven't talked to her since I was 14 years old, but one of my sisters does. And at the time, you know, I was pretty unaware of the other things that were going on, the other extracurricular activities, until 12, 13 years old. I started noticing things. It is truly amazing how intuitive kids can be. It's surprising. So, you know, there was quite a few times where my mother was going over to random people's houses to do whatever have you, where we got shoot outside, and I don't know the full extent of what transpired, but I know that there was drinking, there was drugs, all those things. But like I said, I want to give credit where credit's due. I don't want to put the lady on blast all the way. She did manage to get us on the free reduced lunch program, which was amazing. She did manage to get Section 8 housing. So of the three things that are legally... What's the right way to say that? The three things that you are legally obligated to provide a child, she provided one. You're legally obligated to provide shelter, food, and clothing. And she provided shelter. The other two things were few and far between. It wasn't very often that we had food in the house. It wasn't very often that I had clothes that fit, let alone clothes. I would get like a hand-me-down pair of shorts, and I would wear those throughout the entirety of the winter. Walking to school, mind you. Which, a lot of during this time, Nintendo 64 had come out, Pokemon had come out. That is why those two things hold a very special place in my heart, because it was an escape from the life and the childhood that I was living. So when I do these Pokemon challenges and when I talk about it, or I talk about Nintendo 64 and stuff, there's a real deep-seated love that I know a lot of people don't understand, and that's fine. I'm not asking you to. I'm just telling you that's the reason for it. Anyway. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. You if you have time, stick around. Listen to this story. It's a doozy. Yeah, I didn't really know unconditional love until I was lucky in foster care. And I was at an age where I was able to learn it so that I could transfer it to my children. Because there's nothing more important in the world to me outside of my children. And without a shadow of a doubt or a question or a hesitation, I would lay my life down no matter what. No matter what. And most people do that, or feel that way anyway. But anyway, so the story, to get it started, we were young. We had a car. My mom had a 1994 Ford Tempo. Blue. What a piece of crap. I actually owned a 93 Tempo at one point. Anyway, we were driving down a particular road. I actually drive down this road on a regular basis. It is the route to get to my brother-in-law's house, who he has frequent cookouts and stuff during the year, and we go hang out. He loves doing things with the family, so we always get invited to those. But anyway, I don't remember what us kids were doing, but we were obviously goofing in the back, and Bio Mom had turned around to give us a smack and wasn't paying attention to where she was driving, and ended up checking the integrity of the curb. And the curb was built well. It was done good because it popped her tire. When it popped her tire, obviously, I don't know if we had a spare or not. I was a little too young to know what I know now about vehicles and getting yourself out of a bad situation. But I know that we had to leave the vehicle and we had to walk home. Or maybe we called somebody and got a ride. That part is a little fuzzy. I know it is a long walk because the next day we did walk back. Because things were left in the car. I had a Sony Walkman. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Learn something. It's an archaic piece of technology that used to play music. Cassette tapes, preferably. Gotta head out, though. I'll catch you some other time. Alright, Scrub Lord, appreciate you stopping in. We'll see you on the flip side. Or the downside, or whatever. We'll see you later. And then I had left my glasses. I've worn glasses since I was in 2nd grade. And we went back to the vehicle to retrieve other items. That, of course, is what I was worried about because those were my belongings. Now, I don't know why or who would steal a pair of glasses, but somebody had taken the smaller window in the back, busted it out, took the Walkman, took the glasses, took the other things that we were coming back for, and it sucked. It sucked. All that stuff was gone. Eventually, somehow, some way, we got the vehicle back to the apartment complex in which we lived in. Never did get a tire on it. I do remember that the vehicle, I believe, got towed by the the Walkman was the best. Don't hate. I'm not hating. I had one. For context, my earliest music I remember listening to, despite the childhood I'm telling you about, was Def Leppard on vinyl. So, I know how to run an 8-track player. I know how to run a record player. I know all these things. But the way we do music now is so much easier. Anyway, I know there's a way to actually download like music from YouTube and then cut the video out of it and have just the audio. Like it's pretty decent. Oh my god, recording songs. Yeah, the dual cassette player. Shut up, shut up, shut up. They're about to play the song and then the DJ would talk at the end of it and you just want to throw hands with the DJ. I've been waiting for this song all day, man. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember all those things. We did it though. We got ourselves all of the concrete that I wanted to get. The yellow Sony Walkman was my thing. Nice. Anyway, the apartment complex inevitably towed the car because it just sat there doing nothing. And so from that point forward, we had to pretty much walk everywhere that we wanted to go, which when we did buy groceries, it was such a pain to carry those all the way to the house. Luckily, there was a grocery store not too far away, but far enough. It was still a pain. You're right. You're right. You can do that as well. I'm not at my computer as often as I am on my phone. And as much music as I've bought over the years, some of the songs I've bought many times. Remember when you could buy 99-cent songs from iTunes? Anyway, I bought a lot. What else did I want to do? So I've got all of that and that. Ooh, we want to probably bring this. What's in here? Nothing? That needs to go away. Let's shut this down as well. So, what's in here? Quartz. We don't need to bring that with us. You go back in there. Block of quartz, nether quartz. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, let's take that with us for temporary potential things, and I think we're done over here. We're gonna head back to the island for now. Anyway, once we lost kind of our set of wheels, the downward spiral from my biomom was already in effect, but full effect now. I've borrowed my friend's CD and ripped them to my PC. Oh my god, we did that in high school, man. Everybody got their music together and we ripped everybody else's music. I need to change this. This is throwing my eyeball off. And we all had so many CDs. I never made a mixtape for anyone. I made a bunch for myself, but if you're talking about like making one for a girl at school or something like that, or a boy at school, no, I never did do that. Anyway, are you serious right now? Fly? Jesse's online. That's what we're going to blame it on. So, my mom started hanging out with this guy, and like I said, kids are very intuitive, and I knew that we weren't just going to this guy's house to hang out with. There was an obvious activity going on. that we weren't supposed to be kind of privy to. And so we got shunned out of the house and stuff like that. See? The Netherwart. The Netherwart can't be on the island. And what was going on, and I don't know how to sugarcoat this, because again, there's not really a way to sugarcoat this story. It is a story, and it is what it is, right? But my mom was basically going over to this guy's house, drinking and doing cocaine. And I had an inkling of what was going on. Do I not? Yes, I do. I had an inkling of what was going on, but not 100%. You know, again, I'm a young kid, man. I didn't even know what some of this stuff was. But I knew enough. I knew enough. So one day, we went over to this guy's house, and it was party day. And then my mom was going to take some money that she had gotten and was going to buy groceries. The first time that we were going to see groceries in our house in quite a while, I might add. I love the sound these make. I truly do. So I wanted to go with her, see what kind of shenanigans she was going to get herself into. And she got done doing whatever it was that she was doing. We left, headed to a grocery store, picked up groceries. We called a taxi, as a matter of fact, to take us to where we were headed. And, whoops, going too fast. Called another taxi when we were done to come pick us up. Headed back to the house and started bringing the groceries in. Now, to give you a little bit of idea of how my apartment in which I lived in was constructed, we probably need to just do that. There we go. When you walked in the door, there was an entertainment center immediately in front of you. It ran along the same line as the windows. And my mom had a bunch of, like, knickknacks. I don't know how to describe it other than it was just a bunch of, like, junk that she treasured that we had to dust off. You know, during certain times when we actually had to do chores. And... oh, crap. My mom was standing there, and she had this look on her face, a look I had never seen before, come across her face, and then she fell down and started having a seizure. And so at 12 years old, I'm witnessing for the first time a seizure happen. Didn't quite know what to do, but back in those days, it was common practice to take like a wooden spoon. Does the bone block look good? I did just build these in my video. I'm changing them. I'm taking some down. And then, of course, this was in the days before cell phones were a real predominant thing. So I had to run to the neighbors and call the paramedics. They took her to the hospital. She came home. And, of course, my first question was, what's wrong with you? What happened? To which she replied, nothing. I'm fine. Clean bill of health. Well, there's no way. There's no way you have a clean bill of health. Is it an axe that's better for these? It is, isn't it? Considering all the things, there's no way. There's no way the doc just let you go. Diorite and calcite? That might not look bad. And forego the stems and only leave that to the portal? That made me dizzy. So there was an argument that ensued between me and my mom, trying to get her to tell me the truth of what was actually going on. I guess we could head back to the base. Let's head back to the base. And we'll get some diorite. I don't think I saved any. But... aha. And I'm going to take these with me as well. Yes. Might as well. Because I'm not going to use them. I'll leave the stem blocks here for now. So I had known at the time that there was a little bit of extracurriculars involved, and I think that that had, at least in my brain, that had something to do with what was going on and why my mom had her seizure. A few weeks go by, and she decides it's time to go back over to this individual's house and partake in a partay. I'm really upselling it here, but I shouldn't, because it was not okay. And when we went to this individual's house, we knocked on the door, and I knew something was immediately wrong because this guy, I don't know what he did for work or what his story was, but I knew he was always home in the middle of the day. You know, it's just kind of weird. Nonetheless, knocking on the door, no answer. Kept knocking, kept knocking, kept knocking. Well, I'm a little kid. I really don't know the world yet. And I tried the door. The door was unlocked, and it opened. And when... please... what? Help? That was weird. Oh, it's because I'm pressing the wrong button. You saw nothing. I was pressing the wrong button. Yeah, what was it? Where was I at? Red mushroom block. So, open the door to see what's going on and kind of have to force your brain to try to imagine what I'm about to tell you. I have nothing for diorite. Oh, that's right. I used it all to craft andesite. Diorite. Oh, why is my caps lock on? That's because I was hitting the wrong button. Diorite. Diorite is 2 cobble and 2 nether quartz. I don't want to do that. Right? If I had cobblestone in my inventory, I could make... yeah, it's 2 nether quartz. I'm not wasting nether quartz on making diorite. Jade, do you have some of that? Hello, polar bear. Hello, witch. We should do something. Do I have a bed in this place anywhere? I don't think so. No. So, we open the door to this place, and what we're hit with next is truly amazing and truly weird at the same time. Now, mind you, I could check the dig site underneath Chaos Hill. I could. Wonder if anybody will miss it. A wave of heat came out of the house, followed by a smell of human feces. Now, like I said, it was in the middle of summer. So, is this the dig site? Is this where you're talking about? So there shouldn't have been that much heat at the time. Did Foxy figure this out? Did Foxy ever figure this out? I think he did. Oh, not all of them. Under Chaos Hill. Chaos Hill. Okay, okay, okay. My bad. So, we go inside this guy's house, minding the smell and the heat, and see this guy sitting on the couch. Kind of unresponsive. He's sitting in a whirlwind of blankets and pretty much everything that he owned as far as blankets, towels, wrapped up tight. Now, I decided to... That should probably be enough for a little while. Somebody left a hopper in there. If I need more, I'll come and steal it. So, it's pretty unnatural to see what I saw. Now, mind you, all of this is going on when I'm 12 years old. And so I didn't know really what was going on. And we go up to the guy, peel off the blankets, realize that this man had soiled himself. We were going to try to get him up and, you know, get him into the bathroom, do what we had to do. Didn't really know what was going on. Got the guy completely undone and stood him up. And he had that look in his eye. He had that same look in his eye that my mom had in her eye 2 weeks prior. I knew immediately what was going to happen, and my first knee-jerk reaction was to kick the coffee table out of the way. And it's a good thing I did, because not too sooner, obviously, this man... look at that. In the middle of telling a story, I'm out. Started to have a seizure. Fell down. I run to the neighbors to call 911, beating on... God, I'm surprised somebody even opened the door. I'm beating on these people's doors. I need to use your phone. I need to use your phone, you know. And they let me use the phone. I called the paramedics to get them out. I went back to the other house, and that was it. He was gone. Not too soon after I got back to the house, the man was gone. And I witnessed all of that, like I said, at 12 years old. You know? It's a crazy thing enough for people or adults to witness something like that, let alone a child. And then when the conversations were tried to be had in the following days, think something like that, huh? I was told to hush. You know? Don't say anything. That could look good. What about... a little bit... Not that. It's a little yellow. It's a little yellow and a little too smooth, isn't it? Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to talk about the incident, let alone anything else. And at 12 years old, I had literally watched the life slip away from another individual. That's something most people don't ever experience in their entire life. You know, outside of loved ones or whatever have you. Do I have Lycan? I do. So, maybe I don't? Where did I put it? So it was a traumatic thing, definitely, to go through that at such a young age. And not really ever having anybody to talk to about it outside of, you know, the person that was there. Where, oh where has my lichen gone? Anyway, it's a really, really crappy thing that I witnessed and had to live through and see, and the reason that I talk about that moment and I can push that moment as part of a completely life-changing experience is after that a lot of things changed with me. My attitude changed, obviously. Ooh, I need shears, don't I? I need shears. I started getting into more fights, and even despite seeing somebody die from what could be portrayed as a drug overdose, I still spent the better part of the next year drinking, experimenting. I did a lot of things, and it wasn't foster care that pulled me out of at least doing the experimentations. The drinking, however, was foster care in its entirety. That pulled me out. Where? There we go. Where are you gonna grow? Aha. I just need one. Thank you. No, it was coming home inebriated from hanging out with buddies and wrong crowds, and waking up to the sound of fist hitting flesh that pulled me out of the whole drinking stage of things, because this man that my mom was dating at the time decided he was gonna wallop on her a bit, and I tried to step in and interject and couldn't. So that ooh, that's not bad. So it was a completely life-changing thing, and it marks the final spiral into foster care, all kind of pinpointed down to one moment. Is that the moment that caused it all? No. But it was a huge turning point for my personal life. To answer your question, yes, the house does have an interior. Nothing in it. Just rooms. It's abandoned, right? We put up all the cobwebs and things. Lights. It's just kind of a focal point of the island at night. I mean, we do have like a little ballroom and all of the things. I wanted to see this in the nighttime, though, before anything happens. Nah. It looks good, though. And Oz, you brought up a good point in the comment section. I haven't answered all the comments. I'm going to, I promise. We've just been driving for days. I am planning on doing a similar, you know, we've got 2 trees and a dead tree. It's just not going to be dead, and it's not going to be spooky. Plus, I still got to build a thing for Mushroom Man over here. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. Oh, that lights it up nice. Maybe we won't do like that much bone block. But I do love the texture addition to this for sure. What do I want to do here? Maybe another calcite. You know, we could even do it like right here. Something like that. I like it. Works out really, really good. But no, it was chaos, man. Childhood was definitely not for the faint of heart. Some of the things that were endured, some of the things that were witnessed and watched. I need a shulker box. It's just, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And I'm glad, you know, not glad, but I had to live through it, and I did, and I came out the other side, and I'm pretty much okay. I do have a sister that has some clinical diagnoses, and she didn't fare as well as I did, but we made it, and we've got some things to talk about. That can go in there too, I guess. Perfect. I will definitely have to make some more lichen. I like this stem. It's a good mixture. That's good. I don't really use diorite in my builds too much, so we've got prepared for the things that I wanted to do. Unfortunately, we've got to go to bed, man. It's about that time. For the most part, I finished my story. I did edit it down for time. Jesus Christ. Scared the crap out of me. Oh, yeah. I've got to add some more of those. I definitely want to get some more point redemptions and stuff. I did not forget. Oh, crap. I did forget. Hold on. Hold on. We're going. Nope. Yeah, I definitely do want to get some more. I just don't know what at the moment. I hope I have an anvil at the house. I should. Let's do this real quick, and then we'll end things there. We'll get there. We're slowly but surely becoming professionals. Oh. And, man, I still got last live stream to upload. Now this one, I don't have any clips recorded for the next episode. And then with this potentially going to Louisiana instead of being here, it's definitely going to put a wrench in the whole system. So hopefully we'll still be able to get a video out before it's late. I need to make a sign, because I can't do that and name the item I found. But it can be like this. I didn't forget. Chat, I didn't forget. We did it. Let's go put it in the spider. So my plan is with this, I'm going to add things to the front of the spider, because the back is reserved for the Patreon stuff. The one Patreon stuff. So I was thinking in here, this is where we can start adding the channel redemption things. Bam! We did it. We did it. Excelente. Alright. Well, with that, first, you get to say that now. With that, we are going to end stream here. I need to get to bed, and I potentially have a long drive ahead of me. Gotta check my email. Yeah, it's gonna be a long night. So, last... Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the story, a little look into the past. There's many more stories like that. They're not all bad. There were some good times, but the bad definitely outweighs the good. And it sucks. Spirit Halloween has taken over Silent Space. But, yeah, sorry about all the hiccups with the stuff. And things, we're getting there. Bear with me. Slowly but surely as we progress through Truly Bedrock, we are learning on how to be a professional Minecrafter. Maybe one day we'll do this all the time. But today is not that day. Thanks everybody, and good night.